Hi, welcome to You Cook's Okay. I'm Darius.
I'm John, and today we're going to be making French baguettes.
Yeah, this is exciting. You know, we went to Paris and we were just like tasting French baguettes all the time, and I would run home with French baguette
Under your arm, like a true French person.
Yeah.
We've never made this, so we're gonna give it a whirl.
Yes.
So the ingredients we need are 700 grams of bread flour. It's important to use bread flour because it's a strong flour. A half a teaspoon of yeast, 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. If you're using table salt, just use 1 teaspoon. And then 520 grams of tepid water. So I'm going to start by measuring out the flour. Oops.
And we have our new fancy scale. It changes grams to ounces to pounds. It's fantastic. So we need, you said flour, 700. And it gets it right to the T. It's fantastic. Sometimes you have to kind of play with it a little bit. Almost there.
Ah, 702.
There we go.
All right. Then we're going to take our yeast and mix this in.
You mix it.
You can mix it. Give it a stir. Now, in France, their ovens have an option to steam. So we have a little trick up our sleeves we're going to do to create the steam in our oven. And that's put a little frying pan full of boiling water in it.
Yeah, because their baguettes come out so fantastic. I don't know what we do here.
They come out very different, yeah. Because of the steam makes the crust on the outside more crunchy and...
Thanks.
All right, then we're going to mix in the salt.
I'm so excited to be making this. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see how it comes out.
All right, and then we're going to add the 520 grams of water. So we're going to dig a little well so we don't make a mess, and then Darius is going to mix it all up. This is a very, very sticky, wet dough. I don't know, you have to just be patient with it, no, not the whisk.
And you have a trick to use the
back end of the spoon. That way it doesn't get all over the spoon, part of the spoon. And it's easier to clean off.
Fancy.
So we mix this up thoroughly, and then we're going to cover it with cling film and put it in our oven on the bread proving setting. So
I love that we can say it.
I know,
we have a proving
piece
drawer.
of shit. Our awesome landlord got us this amazing new oven. It makes such a difference when you have the ability to use precise cooking and stuff. So this is actually going to rise 4 times for 45 minutes each before we actually form the baguettes. And I think this makes 2 or 3 loaves. We'll have to see what happens.
Why 4 times?
That's what gives it all those wonderful little air pockets and bubbles and... Whoops.
It's a little tricky there after you do it for a little bit. This is a good workout though. That's just crazy. Oh my God, it's like thick.
Look at
Crazy.
Clean film.
Can we do it with our hands or still do it with this switching?
No, I'm just going to get that all incorporated and then...
Because it's really sticky now.
That's perfect. It's supposed to be really sticky. So get that all in there.
I have bread on my hands. Okay. We are rocking and rolling.
And we're gonna stick it in the oven on proof setting for 45 minutes. So we'll catch you later.
Here. All right. So our dough has risen, and it's been sitting for 45 minutes. So I'm just going to take it out and just give it a few folds.
It's really sticky.
Yeah. So make sure you get all that out of there.
I'm gonna scrape the bowl with the scraper.
Yeah.
Because we want all the dough, all the bread.
God, it's just so
Sticky. It's alright. I think we got most of it.
yeah. All right. So we don't want to put anything on this, but
No more flour.
yep. But you can wet your hands a little bit.
That way it won't stick as much.
Yep.
And Darius is going to show you how to fold it. He's going to smack it and fold it over. Smack it, fold it over.
Wet my hands a little bit. So
Smack that bitch.
get it.
Yeah, don't add any more flour. You don't want it to get the dough to get hard. Remember how he dropped it and folded it over? Like, yeah. Like smack it and then pull it over. Yeah, like that.
So sticky though. And you can see how it's starting to get smooth.
Then we're going to stick it back in the bowl and cover it and let it rise for 45 more minutes. And we're going to do that, like I said, a total of 4 times. So we're going to drop it in the bowl and we're going to get back to you. Use your scraper. There you go.
Yeah, it's a little challenging, but you'll get the hang of it.
Yep. See you in a few. All right, here's the second rise. I'm going to pull it out and fold it a few times. Throw it back in. And give it 45 more.
All right.
See you in 45.
All right.
All right, so it keeps getting bigger and bigger, so we're going to switch it to a bigger bowl. But this is the third time, right?
Yep.
So the next one will be the 4th rise. No, this is the 3rd one, right?
The 3rd rise, right? We're going to put it in for the last time.
Wait, I only folded it once, and
right.
then you folded it once. So it's only 2, right? Let's see if we can get all this out of here. Oops. Okay, put my hand. for another 4 to 5. This time in a bigger bowl because the dough keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Love it.
All right, so we will see you in another 45. Wow.
That is amazing. Look how, oh my God, look how it's risen.
Tons of dough. All right, now on to the next step, which is flour your work surface. I'm not going to use too much flour because I want the dough to stay soft. I don't want it to get too hard, so I'm going to sprinkle a little snow on the table. I think that's what it was. We're going to pull our dough out. It really is sticky, but it's so worth it when you taste this bread. I know it's not going to taste like the one Darius carried back in Paris under his armpit. But that's how the French do it, so that's what we did.
Well, we haven't tasted it yet, so we're doing all the right steps.
Yeah, it's coming out really nice so far. So now you just want to like punch all the air out of it so there's no gas pockets in it, and then we're going to cut it into 4 and let it rest for 12 minutes. I think it was 12 minutes, didn't it? Say 12 minutes?
Yes. Yeah. What a beauty. Wow.
Cut it into 4 equal pieces. Form these into little square jobs by that's it there.
And they don't have to be perfect because they're just going to sit for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to rest for like 15 minutes. So now we're going to lightly spray a little cling film. A little cooking spray. It doesn't stick to the dough. I have to stop talking so softly because I know that it doesn't come across on the video well. And we'll see you in 15.
All right.
All right, with the final step here.
Yeah, I think they're coming out pretty good. They've risen a little bit more. So now we want to take them and roll them and add them to our couche.
So we don't have a couche. So we're using a pillowcase that we put little ribs on, and we have generously floured it. Mm-hmm. And this is what we're going to let the baguettes rise in. Mm-hmm. So let's start by taking one of our blobs of dough, and we're going to roll it out. Here. And then the next one. Oops. squeeze all the air pockets out of it. That way you can roll it out. Oops, that big air pocket.
Yep.
And we have a frying pan with some water in it. You can see over there. We're bringing it to a boil. We're going to stick that directly in the oven on the very, very bottom part where the flame is. And that's going to create steam, which is going to give us our lovely crust. So then,
That little air pocket in there.
now we're going to cover this with one of our tea towels that we swiped in Paris. And we're going to let it rise for 20 minutes. So we'll see you in 20.
All right. All right, so we just took our baguettes out. They've been sitting, proving for 15 minutes. So we let them sit for another 12 minutes. But while we're doing that, we preheat our oven for 400 Fahrenheit, 200 Celsius.
I think so.
But while we're letting our oven preheat, we want to boil the water because we're going to put that at the bottom of this oven once we put our baguettes in there. So you want to already have this pre-done. All right, so we'll see you soon.
All right, the last final step before we bake them. I fashioned this little board. It's just a piece of cardboard covered with tin foil. And now I'm going to try to get them from here to here on our parchment-lined jelly roll pan. Hopefully I can do this right. Without deflating them.
Perfect.
Sort of. All right, now we have to spritz them down with some water and then put our slits in them so they can expand and rise perfectly. So you do 4 angled slits. 2, 3. You can use a razor blade or a sharp knife, whatever you have on hand. You want to do them from side to side like Big Ben, baby. Oops. All right, so that's that. Other pan. Parchment paper. Oops. This one I didn't want to flip over.
As long as you get them on there.
Slits. And in the oven we put them, and we have it set to convection so they'll bake evenly. You can see we have our pan of water in there. So we're gonna put them in quickly, and then spray some water in the oven, create some steam, and then in for 8 minutes. And then we're going to turn them around and bake them for 8 more, so they bake evenly.
So we'll see you back here in 8 minutes.
Here they are.
Voila, they are done.
And they are ready to be eaten, bitches.
We.
So, cross your fingers.
Sounds great. Look at all of that.
Deliciousness.
I think we did it.
First try. Don't be afraid to try this stuff at home.
OMG.
Let's give it a bite. That was good. That was damn good. Don't be afraid to try this stuff at home. It took all day. It took about 5 hours.
Yeah,
but the result was amazing.
It looks and smells delicious.
Yeah, we hope you try it at home. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Check out our LinkedIn videos,
Facebook,
YouTube.
All right, and youcooksoGay.com.
Yes, girl.
All right.
Thanks for joining us.
Love you for watching. Bye. This is so good. I'm gonna go on.